Alright, today's video, cheap 12-volt freezer fridge combos, the truth. This is a Joytutus. Bogue RV has the exact same freezer fridge combo for sale. It appears whoever's making these freezers just licenses them out to different companies. So here's the thing. See how it's reading -4 degrees right now? This is way off. -4 is actually 27 degrees, which is still freezing caliber. The lowest this thing gets down to, according to the LED display, is -20. -20 is actually around -3, so it could freeze, no problem. But here's the thing, it's fairly easy to get up to this -4 range and get up to about 27 degrees, and that is good enough for ice cream. Barely good enough for ice cream. This will keep ice cream frozen, but it'll keep ice cream at that kind of soft frozen. It won't melt, but it's on the verge of melting at this temperature. When you first plug these in, it takes a long time for it to cool down, and I've never had it stay at the -20 LCD display. At -20, the compressor is just continuously running. The compressor is running right now because I'm doing a longer video on how to use these things, a more thorough video. This is just a quick version of it, but every time you hit the preset, the compressor kicks off. So you know what, see how it's at -4 right now? I'm gonna do this. It's at -4. Here's the watt draw right now, 48 watts right now. Okay, so if I put the preset, so right now I'm trying to get to -10, but let's go ahead and put the preset to 4. Since it's at the preset, the compressor is going to kick off here in a second. There you go, compressor kicked off. And check this out, when the compressor's not running and you actually reach the preset temperature, you're running 1 watt. That's it. And like I said, this temperature is about 27 degrees, just cold enough to keep ice cream from melting, but you're gonna have that soft ice cream, so which I like soft ice cream, but it's on the verge of melting. So let's go back to -10. Compressor's gonna kick back on in a second here. Okay, so here's the thing, I'm running this off household power right now just for the watt reader. I want to do a demo of the watt reader. It also comes with a 12-volt 50 watt draw. It's not any different from if you run the household plug or the 12-volt plug, because I've tested that out. I have this converter right here to convert 12-volt to household power, and I was running the exact same watts when I ran this. So here's the thing about this fridge. If you're gonna unplug it every time, and you're expecting to just plug it into your 12-volt socket, and then you're gonna go to the store and get some ice cream, it doesn't work that way. It takes up to 2 days for this to reach freezing temperatures. Like, yes, I started this video, the long version of this video, yesterday, and it took several hours for it to hit 10. The hottest this thing could be set at is 10. Well, here you go on the LCD. Here's the hottest setting is 10 degrees. Okay, so 10 on this is around 60 in the freezer section, and you're not going to put meat and cheese when it's 60. That's just good for drinks. So let's put it back to -10. There's also an eco mode. It runs at about 10 watts less, but it doesn't seem to cool as fast when it's in eco mode, so I try to run it mostly on non-eco mode. But there you go, right now it's using up battery. So here's the thing, like I said, if you want to put this at -20, I've never had it stay at -20. The compressor was just constantly running. The sweet spot for this fridge is -10, -5. I could get the compressor to stop running, and then you're barely drawing any power. But I wouldn't keep meat in there. I wouldn't keep like meat in there, like frozen meat in there. It'll go bad. Like lunch meat, deli meat, that's good enough. Like I said, this is 27 degrees. and I'll show you where the temperature is set at. The temperature reader is set at right in the middle. So see, temperature reader is right there. This is not frozen. See, that water's not frozen. I'm going to show this tomorrow. There's going to be a longer video of this tomorrow, but I do want to demonstrate that this can freeze. Fridge section's a lot smaller, freezer section's bigger. But if you have this set to about 0, this area right here is fridge caliber coldness, and you could run it all day. It takes about a day and a half for it to reach cooling temperature, so keep that in mind. That's the main thing about these things. If you intend on unplugging it every single time after you drive, you're just going to waste time trying to get this to cool every single time you drive, because it takes a couple of days sometimes. It takes a day to get to like 0, but to reach -20, the compressor's on all the time, and that's when you need more battery power. You need about 700 or 800 watt hours to run this all the time, plus solar. But -5, that's about the sweet spot of this freezer fridge combo. It's just good enough to freeze. 29 right there. See, right now I'm trying to get it to -10, and it's gonna take a while to hit -10. But yesterday it took forever for this thing to hit 10. It started off at 15 due to the temperature inside the van, and it took several hours for it to hit 10. So if the hotter it is in your vehicle, the longer this will take. This has taken me up to a day and a half for it to actually get cold, because it was so hot in the van, 120 in the van. So the thing with these is you just want to keep them plugged in all the time. If you intend on getting one of these, you need to keep it plugged in all the time. And if you don't want to drain your battery, have it set at about 0 to -5. Right now I'm trying to go -10. It's going to take a while for it to hit -10, but 0, -5, that's fairly easy for this thing. It might take up to a day though, keep that in mind. So I want to share that with you guys. If you intend on unplugging this every time, you're not going to get good use out of these freezers. They need to be plugged in all the time pretty much.